you feel that black women give a harder time to black men who date outside the race as opposed to black men giving a hard time to black women who date outside the race?
No, men don't give a fuck what pussy you get because we know it's pussy. You know, and black women only get upset when it's a black man of value. When you're Denzel, when you're Michael Jordan, if you're the CEO of a Fortune 500 company, if you're in the 50% tax bracket, then it matters. Because it's like, you know, they look at it like almost if the shit hits the fan, then why put that money in another community? At least if it don't work with a black woman, you keep the money in the community. There's a man that is about to have half his shit taken. I could give a fuck about the community. Don't take half my shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not thinking about that because black women fuck black men over in divorce court just as much as white women.
True.
So let's stop that myth.
Yeah.
That somehow being with a black woman, because that's another thing they say. See, that's what happened when you date outside your own. Man, please. A black woman will take a man to court just as fast as a white bitch.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't know how many basketball players I've interviewed who had black wives who wiped them out.
Yeah.
Wiped them out.
Yeah. A tsunami knows no colors.
All right. Hey, what's going on, family? This is Tyler from No Pick's Podcast. So this is a little spicy one. This is Ari Spears. He's having an interview. The guy that you couldn't see talking was Vlad TV. Big, popular, hip hop YouTuber or whatever. But yeah, no. Ari Spears, I agree with to an extent. I don't think it's just, but he said, okay, you know, the question was from Vlad asks Ari Spears, hey, you know, do you think that black women give black men a harder time than black men give black women a harder time for dating outside their race? 100%. That, first of all, that's facts. That's facts. Black women hate that shit when we date out, when black men date out. They hate that shit with a passion, but I would argue they hate it more. I would disagree with Ari Spears. He said they only care when it's a rich man. I think they hate it in general, but they hate it. They give it a lot more energy. They go super hard when it is a rich man, when it is a Kobe Bryant, when it is a Ari Spears, when it is a whoever with a bunch of money, a bunch of resources. They're like, oh my God, you could have kept that money in the community, right? Yeah, no, but I think in general, black women hate it. But in contrast, black men, like, I have never been around one of my black friends and we seen an interracial couple with a black woman and a white dude. And we're like, oh my God, look at that. They make me sick. This shit is disgusting. Like, we genuinely don't give a fuck. Like, we really, really don't care. Like, black men do not care if black women date out. Now, we'll bring it up as a point of contention, just as a point to argue if a woman has an issue with it, right? Because black women typically only have an issue with it if it's a black man with a non-black woman, Spanish woman, white woman, Asian woman, whatever. But they don't care if it's a black woman with another race of men, right? They'll say like, so how I say it is this, right? It's like if a black man is with another woman, right? And that's not a black woman. We hate ourselves. We hate our mom. We have internalized, colonialism, whatever the hell, all the stupid phrases that black women like to say about black men that date out. It's basically we just hate being black and we really wish we were white in some way, right? But when you flip it, right, for those same black women that say this stuff, when you flip it, when you flip the roles, right? So you got a black woman with a white man, let's say, right? Those same black women that'll say, when black men date out, we hate ourselves, we try to be like the white man. They'll say those black women with white men found true love. So if it's a black man with a white woman, we hate ourselves, we want to be like the white man. If it's a black woman with a white man, that's true love. And that's the silliness of it, right? And so it's like, and so what it really boils down to, right? And if what it really boils down to is that I think in my opinion, black women just don't want competition. Like, I think there's enough competition within black women in and of themselves that when you add other groups of women, they're like, yo, this shit is too much. So they'll say and do whatever they need to do in order to kind of whittle down a competition. So to kind of like browbeat black men into being like, oh, well, I don't want any other race. I only want a white. I only want a black woman because all the other races suck. I'm only like, so they try to like hypnotize us into being like, oh, okay, I don't see other groups of people. I only see black women. Right. And it's crazy. Right. Because let's think about it logically. Right. So if their goal was for racial purity, right? If they, black people need to be with black people, then why doesn't that apply to the black woman dating a white man or the Asian man or the Arab man or the Hispanic man? The reason they don't lose their black card and no one cares about that is because those black women aren't romantically interested in the other black women that date out. But if it comes to a black man, that black man is a potential suitor. So now it's like, oh, okay, cool. Like the black man needs to be racially pure, but the black woman who dates out doesn't need to be racially pure. So I would buy the argument if it was the same energy both ways. If the same black women were like, yo, we need to make sure that we don't intermingle races. If they gave Eve the same energy, if they gave Gabrielle Sidibe the same, which is precious, right? If they gave her the same energy, if they gave Serena Williams the same energy, if they gave Marco whatever the hell, the chick married to Prince Harry, if they gave those black women the same energy, I'd be like, okay, all right, well, listen, there's some logical consistency here. But when it's only black men that have to be race loyal, it's like there's some kind of logical pitfall here that we're kind of just like skipping. And it's really just, hey, we don't really want to compete with white women. We don't want to compete with Asian women. We don't want to compete with Hispanic women and other. So our best bet is to make sure that you don't want those women, so they're not even an option. That's the only logical conclusion you can draw, because anything else is like, I would love to hear another argument. I would welcome that shit, actually. And another thing, when black men are with non-black women, let's say the rich ones that are covered by all women, right? Not just black women, but all women. When they come into hardship, like take Jonathan Majors, right? So he got in trouble for his situation with the white chick, right? Black women came out the woodwork being like, oh, well, that's what you get for dating a white woman. That's what you get for dating a white woman. And it was like, oh, he lost everything because, if he was with a sister, it would be different. Really? Really would it be? Ari Spills brought up in a thing like, bro, like, these women try to ruin you regardless of race, regardless of whatever. Like, if you got money, the goal is to, hey, let me get some money. So, no, black women, like, if Jonathan Majors was with a black woman, are you saying that a black woman wouldn't have done him the same way? No. Like, what are you talking about? Like, no, black women do the same thing. They destroy you in family court just like white women will, or Asian women, or whoever else. They'll destroy you. And like, so there is no racial loyalty here. Y'all just it was just a false equivalency here. Like, oh, well, if we did this, no, like. The black woman is going to do the same goddamn thing. They're going to call the cops on you, right? Like, they're like, they do the same thing that the white woman does, right? It's just, so no. If what's his name? If Jonathan Majors was with a black woman, it would have been the same story. It would have been a different story if he was a black woman. Like, no, maybe it would have been different. But no, it wouldn't have been different. No, it would have been the same story, man. Like, come on, stop making it seem like. So are y'all? So everybody who said that when Jonathan Majors got caught, are y'all saying black women don't call the cops on black men and say y'all hit us, whether or not we did, right? Like, y'all are y'all saying y'all don't? Are y'all exempt from that? Y'all don't do that? No, of course y'all do that. And we saw the video with Jonathan Majors. He didn't even touch the chick. He left her. He like put his hand away and like stiff armed her away. He still got, convicted of whatever kind of charge he got convicted of. Are you telling me that wouldn't have happened if the chick was black? Stop it. Like, stop it. But yeah, I mean, to wrap this up, basically, this should have been a quicker one. But wrap this up, no. Black women care when black men date out. They don't care when black women date out, which is hilarious to me. Black men really don't care. The only black man I know that cares that black women date out is Umar Johnson. I don't know any other black man that'd be like, man, these black women, we hate when they date out. Like, go ahead. Like, if go to the person that will celebrate you the most. I'm all for that. You don't have to be race loyal. Get the best deal you can. If everyone moved in that way, then cool. Like, everybody be happy. But black men, we just, like, I don't know. Like, maybe that's just the privilege of that. Maybe it's a privilege I have or something. I don't know. I mean, I've never met a black man that cared that black women dated out. Never. But I met several black women, including family members, that are like, you better not bring no white girl home. Like, really? You better not bring no Spanish girl home. Really? I'm going to do what I want. And I have. Trust me. Anyway, this was an interesting one. I agree with Ari Spears. Yeah, the emphasis is on rich black men. However, black women don't like when black men date out, period. But black men don't really give a fuck. We really don't care. Let me know. Let me know what y'all think. Let me like, comment, subscribe, and until next time.